What's going on, guys? Straw Hat Brian. I'm back again here to deliver my One Piece chapter 909 review for you guys. If you haven't read it yet, please do so now. Spoilers are going to be in the video. Without anything left to say, guys, let's talk about this chapter. So, cover story, we got to talk about the cover story. So, Orlumbus gets into his first pirate skirmish, man, with another fleet. Who is this fleet? I don't know. Good job, Orlumbus, though. He's actually doing stuff. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he's actually a member of the Grand Fleet, who's actually doing something. So, let's talk about this actual chapter. So, chapters opens up in the New World on an unknown island, an unnamed island. We catch up with the Minx tribes, and they're talking about how they can't go past a certain point to enter the secret location that leads to a village. That's where Nekomamushi is going to meet up with Marco the Phoenix. And so, scene shifts over, and then we see that Marco is in this village, and Marco is the doctor. And I'm assuming he was also the doctor on the Whitebeard Pirates, crew, because that makes sense, because he has the Phoenix devil fruit. So, why can't he just heal everybody? Or, heal people to a certain extent. Even he mentions that. He can only heal people to a certain extent. So I'm sure he can't bring back Nekomamushi's lost limb. I'm sure he can't do that. But he could probably heal the pain. Slightly. Ever so slightly. But, so I think that's really cool that Marco, he is the doctor to everyone on the island. That means elderly, men, women, children, even animals. He even takes care of animals. So I think that's really cool. And I really like that Marco is really well liked and well respected, and I'm pretty sure they feel the same way about the other Whitebeard pirates. And it's funny because I do remember back during the Marineford arc when they were speaking tales of Whitebeards, right after Whitebeard had passed, and these kids were singing a song of Whitebeard and saying how scary he was. But at this point, I don't really think he was scary. I think that was just I think that was the world government really just trying to, tarnish his name because he's a pirate. But I think, like Luffy and others, I think Whitebeard just wanted to do what he felt was right and do whatever he wanted to do. And obviously, we find out that, this island is Whitebeard's home. This is his homeland. This is where he grew up. And he was an orphan in this island because the island itself was at the time too poor to pay the heavenly tribute to be allied with the world government. Now, I don't know if they're allied with the world government now, but I don't think so, because we also find out that every time Whitebeard earned any bit of fortune, he sent it back to that island. So he never treated his own crewmates to dinner. He never treated them to drinks. He never took care of them. And despite them knowing this fact that he was sending all his money to take care of this, his homeland, how could they be mad? How could you be mad if someone with so much integrity? You know what I mean? No one could be mad at that. It's a genuine person. So I think that was really cool. And I also like that Marco and Nekomamushi also, they discuss Weevil, and they discuss Weevil and how he's claiming to be Whitebeard's true son. And even Nekomamushi, questions whether it's true or not. Marco's like, bro, I don't know anything about Whitebeard and his women, his white meat that he's probably been, or dark meat that he was probably, biting into because he's the world's strongest man. He was probably ripping girls in half. Dude's 50, he's 12. He's 12 feet tall, though. But dude, he's gigantic. That's a big dude. So, anyway, we also discovered that Miss Bakken, she was a pirate over 30 years ago. So it could be a possibility that maybe her and Whitebeard had a thing. But that would be gross because she looks so ugly. But I really have this definite belief that, because I can't really recall any really old people that look really attractive. I think after you hit a certain age point, Oda is just going to make the girl ugly. You can't survive it. I don't think that there's no way around it. That is my personal opinion. You can prove me wrong. But Miss Bakken is butt ugly. And if Whitebeard got down with that, it's shame on you. If Whitebeard got down with Big Mom, it's shame on you. But at one point, Big Mom was hot. So it's how was when she was 28 and then when she was 40, it's 12 years, man, on pregnancies really did a number on her. Anyway, going off on a tangent. Anyway, so they're talking about that, and then, because Weevil is attacking, the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates, and will soon probably be attacking, this island this unknown, unnamed island that the Whitebeard pirates are hiding on, and I'm assuming it has to be somewhere close to Wano. And yeah, we don't know really. Is there really going to be a confrontation between Weevil and the Whitebeard pirates? When are they going to come? And because of that, Marco can't leave. But he asks Nekomushi to pass on a message for him. What is that message going to be? Is it going to be hey man, I can't join you, but when the time is right, you got to come help me fight this battle, and then I'll come help you. I wonder if it's going to be something like that. But I don't know. Because eventually I feel like you're going to have to let go of that island. That island's going to have to get destroyed, I think, for the Whitebeard pirates to be free of that island and that territory. Or unless Luffy dethrones Kaido and then takes over that territory, thus preventing Weevil from ever really dealing with, the Straw Hats, or the Whitebeard pirate, the remnants of them really having to deal with Weevil and, his attacks. Who knows? But next page is where it got interesting, because the next page we got Wano, and it's so beautiful, and it almost looks like Dragon Ball, bro. It reminds me of Dragon Ball with the really high mountains and just the clouds and just the buildings and everything, the Japanese buildings, the architecture and everything. So finesse, so amazing. And then we catch up with all the Straw Hats, and they're undercover. So, and they got code names. So Franosuke is a carpenter. We got Usohachi, Usopp. My boy Usopp is a toad oil salesman, and a pretty darn good one at that. He's pretty convincing. Orobi is a geisha. I think that's going to come into play. She's going to learn to seduce Kaido, or the Shogun. She's going to get to the road poneglyph. It is going to happen because she's going to have that skill, that infantry skill, that tactic. It's going to be, I'm calling it. It's going to happen. She's going to get the road poneglyph that way. And then we also get to see what's going on with Zoro. And then Zoro's a Ronin. And then Zoro right now is being accused of murdering someone on the street, and for being the one who stole the legendary sword Shisui and robbed the corpse, Ryuma, grave robbed the corpse of Ryuma, the legendary samurai, 23 years ago. So they're charging him with this crime, and they want him to commit the ritual seppuku, which is an honorable death by him taking a short blade, I think it's called a gozu, and just right in the abdomen, and kya! You know what I'm saying? Just ending it right there. So Zoro, as he's saying, bro, this blade is kind of too small for me to, off myself, or really anyone for that matter. And then dude is just bro, this is just a noble death. You never heard of this? And then we actually find out that the magistrate, the one who's actually charging Zoro with these crimes, is actually the murderer, because Zoro mentions that he smells blood reeking from this guy, and he's taken aback by it, and then Zoro just attacks. And then a Mihawk moment just gives what happened to Zoro when, Mihawk trashed Zoro with that little blade, that little knife. Same thing that happened with the magistrate. Zoro just in a super cool motion. I'm pretty sure when that gets animated, that's gonna look epic. So we all just found out Zoro just blew their cover. This is gonna be crazy. But we also did see a kitsune. So someone was wearing a kitsune mask. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Whitebeard commanders. I'm forgetting her name, but I'm pretty sure it must be her. And I think she's going to be the one to save Zoro in this situation. But I think that's what's going to give Kaido and, the Shogun an idea that someone has infiltrated Wano. Or at least the warlords, or the higher-ups, or whatever, or the government officials. They're going to snitch and be there's an infiltrator to the Shogun and to Kaido, and thus Kaido's pirates will basically deal with everything else. But we also noticed that Wano, or with the Wano that we're seeing, is different from the Wano that Kaido's on. So this is my theory. Just like Totland, I believe that Wano is made up of, I think it's 7 islands, 6 or 7 islands, because like I think the Kozuki crest represents that for Wano, and I think it's like you have individual islands, and then you just have this big forefront island in the center. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm pretty sure this, like Wano itself, has an island with a different season. Each island is a different season. So you have a winter island, you have a summer island, you have a spring island, and I guarantee that they're on a spring island. And you have an autumn island or a fall island. I guarantee the Straw Hats are on a spring island. Kaido's base of operations, I'm calling, is on a winter island. As we all see, it's always snowing there. But I don't think it's too far off. But I believe the different islands and all the different electromagnetic, gravitational fields, I think that is what creates all the crazy weather for each island. So I think, but where's the border? That's what I want to know too, because like I didn't see a border. Like I didn't see like anything like encompassing Wano. Like I was expecting like what happened with Enies Lobby. Like Enies Lobby was basically in the middle of a sinkhole, like just levitating there pretty much. So I don't know. But this is Straw Hat Brian signing out. I'm going to rate this chapter a solid 3.5 out of 5. Thought it was really good. I love that this is the introduction to Wano. But hey, I can't keep giving each of these chapters a 5-star rating. Like, you know what I mean? Oda, you got to work for this. You got to work for this A. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for this W. But, like the video if you like the video. Dislike the video if you dislike the video. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit subscribe for more. Hit that notification bell. Have a wonderful night.